and welcome back to the Unmeasured Chef. Alright, so we're going to do some comfort foods today. Let's start off with breakfast. They say it's the most important meal of the day. So why not have something that's filling, tasty, and oh so good. Let's do quiche. We're going to do a meat version and a veggie version. Ready, set, let's go. First, let me take a moment and say shout outs to Miss Brenda. Thank you so much for the quiche idea, and I hope this unmeasured version does you proud. Now let's get started. For the meat quiche, you will need and for the veggie quiche, you will need and for the best part of the quiche, you will need for our meat lovers quiche, we're going to use brown and served sausages, and we're going to fry up some bacon. Add a little cheese and some other things in there to make it nice and delicious. And then we're going to work on our veggie one. Got the house smelling like morning. Yes. So once the bacon is done and the sausage is done, I'm going to let it cool. Now it's time to chop up those veggies. Scallions chopped. Scallions add so much flavor to so many things. Now we're going to chop up the peppers. I love to use all the different peppers. I like the color. They also have good flavor, but for me, it's all about the colors. Now we have cilantro. Cilantro is like garlic to me. Gotta have it. Gotta have it, can never have too much. Look at everything so beautiful together, and the smell is amazing. But yes, fresh vegetables are in. Now it's time to tackle this cheese. Now it's up to you what kind of cheese you want to use. All I have to say is it's worth it to grate your own cheese. I have Muenster cheese, Mozzarella, Monterey Jack, and Cheddar. Decided to add another one to it. But it's up to you what cheeses you use. I suggest that you earn that extra muscle and grate your own cheese. It melts better. I feel like it tastes better than the already pre-shredded cheese, but that's my preference. All right, let's put in this work. Ready. Yeah. Now we're going to get our meat ready, and what we're going to do is just crumble it up with our fingers. Here we go. We are going to use 6 eggs for each quiche. We're just gonna crack them, beat them, season them with salt and pepper, and then we'll take the next steps. Salt, pepper, and give it a whisk. Cracking and beating eggs is always something that my children love to help me with. They've actually gotten really good at cracking the eggs open without having shells. But one thing that I've taught them is instead of beating it like I'm beating it, we notice that it ends up outside the bowl. So we've taught them how to do the figure eight, which is like this. And it still beats the eggs and stays inside the bowl. Eventually they'll master the whip. Add our crumbled meats into the bowl. That's a long one. You want it chewable, not chokeable. Break that up. I'm gonna add a little bit of scallions. Just a sprinkle. A little bit of cilantro. A sprinkle of that too. Now I'm gonna add a little half and half to my eggs. Now I'm going to add my eggs to my meat. Now I'm going to add my grated cheese. A little bit more salt and pepper. Now I'm going to give it a good mix. Mix it all together, everything's combined. Now we're going to add the mixture to our hot crust. Now it's ready for the oven. You'll put this in your 350 degree oven for about 20 minutes or until the edges are golden brown and your eggs are done. Feel free to use a toothpick in the middle just like you would a cake to make sure that it's cooked all the way through. All right, now it's time for us to do our veggie quiche. We're gonna start off with some butter in a pan, let that melt, and we're gonna saute our vegetables, season them up, and then we add the eggs. Put in our mushrooms, and our peppers. Let them saute in the butter. And our onions, red onions. I'm going to season this up with some pepper, salt, and you know that it was coming, garlic. Now this quiche you can eat for breakfast or for lunch, anytime throughout the day. Just so pretty. So you're gonna saute this. Now again, it's up to you how soft you want your vegetables. I like mine to have a little crunch. So I'm just sauteing this enough for all the seasonings to get on it. And it shrinks down a bit. So again, it's up to you how long you want to cook this. I think I'll give it about maybe 10 more minutes, then I'll take it off. Alright, I think it's where I want it to be. I'm going to remove this from the heat and let it cool down. Alright, we're going to do the same steps that we did for the meat. I'll do 6 eggs. I'd rather have more filling than add eggs, so that's why I'd rather have more meat, more vegetables, that kind of thing than eggs. But you're welcome to use more or less eggs. Some people use different things. The egg beaters, only egg whites. You know, different types of things, but I like eggs. All right, now that we've let the vegetables cool down, we're going to add in our eggs. And our cheese. Put it all together, make sure everything is blended well. And we're going to put it in our shell. We're going to pour our veggies filling into the pie crust.
And there you have it, the quiche for the meat lover or veggie lover in you. And for the cheese lovers,
before the meat quiche gets fully cooled off, we're going to sprinkle some cheese on top. While this is cooling down, we're going to add some cheese on top and a little bit of scallions.
and as we say, why use a book when you can cook? A measure, that is. Until next time, bye-bye.